Before we begin, I want you to take a deep breath and ask yourself, how much longer will you hide your power? How much longer will you pretend to be ordinary, suppressing the fire that has been burning inside you since the day you were born? You have walked through the storms, endured betrayals, faced loneliness that few can comprehend, and yet you are still here. That is not by accident. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to rise, to break patterns, and to redefine what is possible. I see you, the silent battles you've fought, the nights when you questioned if you had anything left to give, the moments when life tested you beyond your limits, stripping away everything you once held onto. You have been misunderstood, underestimated, and even abandoned. And yet something within you refused to break. That something is the undeniable mark of the chosen. Chosen ones do not have easy paths. The weight of transformation is heavy because it demands that you let go of everything false, everything small, and everything that no longer serves the person you are becoming. This journey was never meant to be comfortable. It was meant to be legendary. And now, the time has come for you to rise. If you feel this message stirring something deep within you, if you know in your soul that you are standing on the edge of your greatest transformation, leave 77 in the comments. That number is not random. It is a signal to yourself and the universe that you are ready. Ready to reclaim your power. Ready to embrace your destiny. Ready for the comeback that will leave everyone speechless. Your past was preparation. Your pain was the fire that refined you. And now, your return will be nothing short of extraordinary. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Now, let's begin. The fall before the rise, understanding your journey. There is a universal law that few truly understand. The greater your purpose, the greater your trials. This is why your journey has been unlike anyone else's. Life didn't simply throw obstacles in your path. It shattered you, forcing you to rebuild from nothing. But that was not punishment. That was initiation. Think back to the hardest moments of your life, the betrayals that left you questioning your worth, the failures that made you doubt your purpose, the moments of heartbreak so deep you wondered if you would ever feel whole again. These were not accidents. They were designed to awaken something in you, something untouchable, unbreakable, and unstoppable. Every chosen one goes through this. It is not a curse, it is a calling. Look at the greatest leaders, warriors, and visionaries throughout history. Their paths were never easy. They were mocked, exiled, and pushed to their limits. But that suffering was the very thing that forged them into legends. And you are no different. The people who left you, the doors that closed, the dreams that seemed to crumble, none of it was a loss. It was redirection. You were never meant to stay small. You were meant to be transformed, to be stripped of illusions and rebuilt into someone who cannot be ignored. This is the moment you must understand something crucial. Your struggles were not random. They were the blueprint for your greatness. The universe was preparing you for something so much bigger than you ever imagined. And now, the time has come to embrace the truth. You are not a victim. You are not broken. You are rising. And when you return, the world will not recognize you. The desert phase, the rite of passage for the chosen ones. There is a sacred initiation that every chosen one must endure before stepping into their power. It is called the desert phase, a period of isolation, struggle, and complete transformation. If you have ever felt like you were walking through life alone, abandoned by people you once trusted, and stripped of everything familiar, then you have been in the desert. And as painful as it is, this phase is necessary. Picture yourself standing in the middle of an endless desert. The heat is suffocating. The air is dry and the path ahead is uncertain. There is no shade, no map, no clear way forward. This is the testing ground. This is where the universe separates the weak from the strong. The desert represents the moments when everything falls apart, when relationships dissolve, when your dreams seem unreachable, when your faith is tested beyond reason. It is the phase where you are forced to rely on nothing but your inner strength. No external validation, no safety nets. Just you and your will to keep moving forward. This is where many give up. The loneliness becomes too much. The silence is deafening. The uncertainty feels unbearable. But for the chosen ones, the desert is where something extraordinary happens. The illusions of who they used to be are stripped away, and in their place, the true self begins to emerge. The great warriors of history endured their own deserts. Moses wandered the wilderness before leading a nation. Buddha left his palace to seek enlightenment in solitude. Even the phoenix must burn before it rises from the ashes. You are no different. Each hardship in the desert is a test. The scorching heat represents the pain of transformation. The sandstorms symbolize the unexpected challenges that shake your foundation. The thirst for something greater pushes you to dig deeper than ever before. And yet, if you endure, something miraculous happens. You begin to hear the voice within, the voice that has been drowned out by noise, distractions, and self-doubt. The desert is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you. It forces you to confront your fears, to embrace solitude, and to find power in stillness. And then one day, without warning, you will realize you are no longer afraid. You no longer seek validation. You no longer need permission to be who you were always meant to be. This is the power of the desert. It does not give answers. It forces you to become the answer. And when you finally emerge, you will not be the same person who entered. The world will see you again, but they will not recognize you. Because the person who went into the desert did not survive. The person who emerged was reborn. You have been prepared for this moment. Now the next step is yours. Will you keep walking even when the path is unclear? Will you trust that everything is happening for a reason? Because if you do, something incredible is waiting for you on the other side. And when you return, the world will have no choice but to take notice. The power of falling and rising again. There is a painful truth that every chosen one must come to accept. Falls are inevitable. No matter how strong, how prepared, or how determined you are, there will be moments when life knocks you down so hard that you question whether you will ever rise again. But what separates the chosen from the rest is not the absence of failure, but the refusal to stay down. Look back on your life. How many times have you stumbled? How many times have you given your all only to watch everything fall apart? The disappointments, the betrayals, the unexpected losses, each one felt like an unbearable weight. And yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. That alone is proof of something undeniable. You are unbreakable. The world does not teach you how to rise. It teaches you to avoid falling at all costs. But the truth is, every time you fall, you are given a choice. Either let the fall define you or let it refine you. The greatest warriors are not those who never lose a battle, but those who use every defeat as fuel for the war ahead. Do you realize how powerful you have become? Every heartbreak has increased your emotional endurance. Every rejection has strengthened your resilience. Every failure has sharpened your wisdom. You have been sculpted by fire, molded by adversity, and fortified by trials that would have destroyed a weaker soul. And here's what most people don't understand. Every fall you've experienced has been preparing you for something far greater. The delays, the disappointments, and the setbacks were never punishment. They were strategic. They forced you to let go of what was not meant for you. They redirected you to something higher, something only the chosen can understand. Now you must decide. Will you let your past falls define you? Or will you rise one more time, this time stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever before? Because the truth is, the world is not ready for the version of you that is about to emerge. They have seen you broken. They have seen you struggle. But they have not yet seen you rise in your full power. That moment is coming, and when it does, they will not be able to look away. Redefining the mission, becoming who you were always meant to be. Something happens when you survive the storm. You no longer see life the same way. The things you used to chase no longer excite you. The people who once defined your worth no longer hold power over you. The distractions that once consumed your mind now seem meaningless. This is because you are no longer the same person. You have outgrown who you used to be. For the chosen ones, transformation is not just about survival, it's about alignment. You are being called to step into your true mission. And this means letting go of everything that no longer aligns with your highest self. This is not easy. It means walking away from relationships that no longer serve you even when the attachment is strong. It means shedding identities that once gave you comfort, but now feel suffocating. It means daring to dream bigger than you ever have before, even if no one else understands your vision. Redefining your mission is not just about setting new goals. It is about becoming the person who is capable of achieving them. This is why so many people stay stuck. They try to reach new levels while holding on to old versions of themselves. But that is not how evolution works. The chosen must be willing to shed their past selves like a snake shedding its old skin. This requires courage. The courage to walk alone for a while. The courage to trust in the unseen. The courage to believe that the universe has something far greater in store for you than you could ever imagine. And here's the truth. When you truly align with your purpose, everything shifts. You begin to attract new opportunities, new connections, and new sources of abundance. The struggles that once drained you lose their power over you. The fears that once controlled you dissolve into nothing. Because when you finally step into who you were meant to be, nothing can stop you. No obstacle, no doubt, no external force. You are no longer chasing your destiny. You are becoming it. Sacred preparation, mental, emotional, and spiritual readiness. Your return is not something that will happen by chance. It is something that must be prepared for, cultivated, and fully embraced. The version of you that will shock the world does not emerge overnight. It is built, step by step, in the quiet moments of discipline, reflection, and relentless preparation. Everything you have endured has led to this moment, but if you are not ready, you will not be able to seize it. The chosen ones do not just rise, they are forged. They sharpen their minds, strengthen their emotions, and align their spirit with a force greater than themselves. This preparation is sacred because it is the foundation upon which your transformation stands. Your mind has always been your greatest weapon, but only if you control it. If you allow doubt, fear, or distractions to take hold, you will hesitate at the very moment you should be stepping forward. The world is not kind to those who are unprepared. This is why you must train yourself to think differently. See obstacles as opportunities. See delays as divine redirections. See every closed door as proof that you are being guided towards something better. Condition yourself to expect success, to embody confidence, and to move with the certainty that your destiny is already written. But mental strength alone is not enough. You must also master your emotions. There will be days when old wounds resurface. Days when people from your past try to pull you back into who you used to be. Days when the weight of everything you've been through feels too heavy to carry. This is when you must protect your energy with everything you have. You cannot allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. You cannot give power to those who do not understand your path. What is coming is too important for you to be distracted by the past. Let go of the resentment. Let go of the need for validation. Let go of anything that does not align with the future you are building. And then there is the deepest preparation of all, the alignment of your spirit. You did not survive by accident. There is something within you that cannot be explained in logical terms. A force, a knowing, a fire that has kept you moving forward when everything around you said you should have given up. That is your connection to something greater. Whether you call it faith, purpose, destiny, or the universe, it has been guiding you, protecting you, and pushing you toward this moment. But now you must listen. Silence the noise. Spend time in stillness. Ask for clarity and trust that the answers will come. Everything that has happened was meant to prepare you for what is ahead. The struggles, the solitude, the nights when you cried out for a sign, all of it was leading to this transformation. But you cannot enter this new chapter with the same mindset, the same habits, or the same fears. You must step into it fully prepared, fully aligned, and fully committed. Because when you do, nothing will stop you. The world will not know what hit them. Those who doubted you will be left speechless. And those who always believed in you will watch in awe as you rise into the person you were always destined to become. Your time has come. You are ready. Now step forward and claim what is yours. The triumphant return, shocking the world with your comeback. There comes a moment in the life of every chosen one when the transformation is complete, when the lessons have been learned, when the trials have hardened them into something unshakable. And then something incredible happens. The world begins to take notice. But they do not recognize you. They see someone stronger, wiser, and more powerful than the person they once knew. They see someone they never expected. This is the moment of your return. The moment when the world realizes that everything you endured did not destroy you, it rebuilt you. The suffering was not in vain. The isolation was not a punishment. The setbacks were not defeats. Everything was leading to this. And now the same people who doubted you will be forced to witness your rise. Your return will not be quiet. It will not be subtle, because transformation is not something that can be hidden. When you have truly changed, it radiates from you. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you move through life, it is different now. You are no longer looking for validation. You are no longer asking for permission. You have stepped fully into your power, and that kind of energy commands attention. This is why the chosen ones always shock the world. Because no one sees them coming. People remember the moments when you were struggling, but they never expected you to rise like this. They thought the pain would break you. They thought you would give up. They thought the betrayals, the losses, and the failures would silence you. But what they failed to understand is that the chosen ones do not stay down. You are living proof that resilience is real, that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you will always rise higher. And your comeback will not just be about proving others wrong. It will be about proving yourself right. You always knew you were capable of more. You always knew there was something inside you that refused to quit. And now, as you step into this next chapter, you are finally seeing the full power of who you were always meant to be. The people who walked away will wonder how they ever underestimated you. The ones who ignored you will regret not paying attention. And those who stood by you will feel honored to have witnessed your journey. Because your return is not just about personal success. It is about inspiration, transformation, and a new beginning. You are no longer the person who was struggling to survive. You are now the person who thrives, and from this moment forward, the world will know exactly who you are. The final call to greatness. This is the moment of decision. You have walked through the fire, endured the storms, and survived the darkness. But now you must make a choice. Will you step fully into your power, or will you hesitate? Will you claim your destiny, or will you let fear hold you back? Because the truth is, everything you desire is already waiting for you. You just have to step forward and take it. Your journey was never just about you. It was about the people you will inspire, the lives you will touch, the impact you will make. There are people out there who need to see your rise. They need to witness what is possible. They need to know that pain is not the end of the story, but the beginning of something extraordinary. So let this be your declaration, that you are done hiding, that you are done playing small, that you are ready to embrace your destiny with full force. Because the world is watching, and this time they will not be able to ignore you. If this message has ignited something inside you, leave a comment with 77 below. Let the world know that you are stepping into your power, that you are ready for your comeback, that you are about to shock everyone who ever doubted you. This is your time, this is your moment. Now rise.